All right, so what's good with y'all, man? It's crunch time. I had to like y'all join in, man. So as we all know by now, Nico Harrison has gotten fired from the job. He has gotten fired as fans have been basically, pushing for that, campaigning for that, and putting pressure on the Mavs organization to fire Nico because of the bad start to the season. Which, to me, I'm going to give out my thoughts on it. I'm going to tell you why he got fired. In my opinion, I feel as though the Mavs just couldn't handle the pressure. The Mavs could not handle the pressure of the fans, basically demanding him to get fired, and the fans, slandering him and all of that and all the backlash. They couldn't handle it. And also with the bad starts to the season. And what I mean by that is, we already knew how it was going to be before Kyrie Irving came back from the injury. I picked the Mavs to be a 6 seed. I never even thought they would be top of the conference because they wasn't going to start off that crazy. And I didn't think Cooper Flag was going to have too much of a crazy 25 points per game season or nothing like that. I knew AD was going to be up and out of the lineup. And basically, I already expected this. Then when they get back fully healthy, and Kyrie, AD, and Cooper, and all of the big men and wings was on the court together, that's when I knew they was going to start clicking. It seemed like somehow Mavs fans had forgot about that, and everybody forgot about that. And they started panicking the first couple weeks of the season, and didn't even let it play out and stick to the plan. The Mavs did not stick to the plan. You know what I'm saying? Because it's just funny how people are so, recency bias on stuff. Because if y'all remember when Kyrie and AD first played together, the first game they played together, everybody said, oh shit, Mavs won the trade, and thank you, Nico, you did a great job, and this is going to be amazing. So obviously we haven't seen that since that one game. So they keep panicking like we didn't have that waiting to basically, they acting like that wasn't going to be a good team or some shit. You know what I'm saying? It's like they literally forgetting about it. Then when they seen Luka Doncic playing bad defense in the playoffs, and at times throughout the season, then they was like, you know what I'm saying? That's another time when they were saying the Mavs won the trade, and Mavs fans was happy they didn't have Luka no more. Now he's back playing good. The Mavs have a bad start to the season while they unhealthy. Now they saying fire Nico again. Like, they don't have no patience. And the Mavs fans and the owner, they couldn't handle the pressure, bro. The Mavs fans couldn't handle the pressure of the bad start to the season, and then the owner and the GM the owner and the organization, they couldn't handle the pressure of the fans slandering them. I feel as though when Kyrie come back, they gonna start clicking, and then it's just gonna be like, oh shit. I mean, it looked like Nico was right, and then it's gonna be too late then though for him. But it's one of those things. You just gotta wait it out, stay the course. And it's like the organization sitting here letting the fans tell them how to do their job. You know what I mean? What they gonna do next? Let them tell them what trade to make and shit. See what I'm saying? The fans sitting next to the owner at the game last night, literally having a conversation with him, with a Luka Doncic jersey on, getting in his ear, telling him everything to do. He like, yo, you should fire him tomorrow morning. And he really go and do it. So like I said, what you going? So now what? If one of the fans say, listen, y'all, this what y'all should trade, and get this, but they gonna do that too? It's like they might as well let the fans be the goddamn owner. You know what I'm saying? So if anything, man, he should sell the team. Yeah, because I've seen people saying stuff like that, because I seen people saying that too. Like, he should sell the team because they were disappointed in him as well. He said he'd take accountability for it. So shit, I say sell the team because sell it back to Mark Cuban, nigga. Because he don't got a strong enough mindset. He don't have a strong enough mindset to basically be the owner. But like I said, man, Kyrie gonna be good. And by the way, somebody in the comments said, why would they trade away their young 25-year-old star? Well, this is what you gotta understand is that the same thing. This is what y'all gotta understand. And I said this last year when the trade happened. Somebody said that you said you never seen a situation where a team got rid of they young superstar franchise player and he was only 25. But that's not true because if you remember, the same thing happened when LeBron left Cleveland. He was only 25 years old. So you got to understand this has happened before. And I think he played 7 years over there too. He was 25 years old and he still felt as though that it was too, he spent too much time over there, you feel me? Well, the way how I'll be trying to tell y'all that I look at it is that he was only 25. He had enough time to win a championship. And then somebody in the comments said LeBron left, he didn't get traded. That's not true. LeBron James did get traded. He did get traded. But the whole point of what I'm saying to y'all is this. Y'all missing my point. Y'all saying it was too early to trade Luka. But on the other end, y'all don't think that it was too early for LeBron to leave. Like, y'all look at LeBron leaving as he spent too much time over there. You see what I'm saying? But he was only 25. Instead of saying, and when I say waited out, he should have waited out, and then he had enough time to get a championship. Y'all say no, it took too long. They didn't. You know what I mean? So it's like y'all missing my point. But LeBron James did get traded though. I'm about to show you. If you look right here, it says LeBron James got traded. And this is what we was talking about last night. And I probably will drop the original conversation that we had last night about this when we discovered that LeBron James got traded. Because I didn't know this. One of the OGs, Dro and Flight, had to put me on to this. So it's actually a deep dive. Like, I'm going to actually drop the rabbit hole. Y'all comment if y'all want that rabbit hole conversation. And it actually got really, really deep. Pause. But yeah, if you look right here, it says LeBron James, the Cavaliers, agreed to a sign and trade deal. So a sign and trade means that he got traded. At the same age, he was like 25 years old when he got traded. Oh shit. Just like my bad, y'all. Just like Luka Doncic. See what I'm saying? He said there's no point being made. No, you talking about when I was talking about the time differential? It is. Like, if y'all saying listen, y'all not listening to my point. How is it too early to trade Luka Doncic? But it wasn't too early for LeBron to leave. Even if you don't think he got traded, why are y'all justifying one and not the other?
What's up, Trent?
What's good, y'all?
I remember you was the first one to predict the Luka trade.
Oh, yeah.
Hold on, 1 second. Somebody in the comments said because he's 25 and took you to the finals last year. Bro, LeBron went to the finals too in Cleveland.
I think the difference that the LeBron fans are making is that, like, with Luka, it was like the timing for the finals. It was like a year, less than a year later. LeBron, it was until like 2007, and then like 2010.
But after 07, that's when the Celtics made that super team.
Yeah, exactly.
So I'm like, you gotta wait. So
that's so, like, you don't think it's a difference, really, right? So they both went to the finals
seasons, though.
for the 7 years. So,
but yeah, Trav, I was the first one to predict the Luka trade.
Oh yeah, but you got the video.
Yeah, bro. Listen, bro.
Bro,
I predict everything,
bro.
I predict everything, bro. Listen, bro. What I say about the Pistons, y'all, coming to the season?
Yeah. Oh yeah, you said you come out of the East.
It's like, come on, bro.
And now, wait, are they like 8-2?
They number 1 seed.
Yeah, 9-2. They won like 6-7 straight games.
They the number 1 seed.
Chris, what's up, Chris? But man, bro, this kid right here really.
Bro, he convinced him.
For real, bro. Yeah. Shams announced it. He said he
What's
took a full
good?
accountability.
Yo, Chad, what you think, man?
How about you, Chaz? What you think about this whole saga?
Man, I let
From
Chad
getting
go first.
traded
I
and
let
then
Chad go
like,
first.
Oh, you know what's up? You know what's up, Trav? Appreciate that, family. Appreciate that, God. Bro,
what are your thoughts, bro?
it's so funny how people making Nico the scapegoat for this, and I'm not saying he didn't sign up on a decision, but you do know on a trade in a decision like this, everybody in the chat, you do know it's not it's not only one GM and one owner, y'all. It's
Okay.
multiple executives that have
Oh
to
yeah,
sign
meetings.
off
Yeah.
for this to happen. You know, if it I think he would get breached. He would get breached out of the motherfucking company if he signed off to trade Luca, and everybody else in the company, every other executive said no. That means they in order for this to happen, a majority vote had to happen, and the majority must have chose with trading Luca. This is not just Nico Harrison, bro. Hey, no one
Yeah,
said he
he
didn't.
announced
If,
it, so
if it
that's
don't,
like that's clear enough.
if it don't, hey, no, it ain't common knowledge to everybody. And if it don't apply to you, let it fly. Shut your ass up. But I'm saying that I'm like, bro, everybody throwing it on him, and people saying it was obvious Nico was going to get fired. Facts, but I don't know why he the only one that's getting scapegoated. Everybody else that voted to trade off on Luka need to get fired too. Then what the fuck?
The
Like
owners
he wasn't the only
Yeah.
one that voted for Luka to get traded. What the fuck are we talking about?
sell the
Yeah.
team better be the next chant that's
Yeah.
going on
Yeah.
for
I
the
feel like
next
it's
year,
because
bro.
he's like the trending face. So
Hey,
like
no, hey
it
man, hey,
became
no,
a
it's all
trend.
love.
Yo,
I feel what you're saying, Chaz.
Razor Khan say Crunch was talking big about the Mavs. What happened? I still got them winning the championship.
Oh my god.
Too late, bro.
It ain't too late, bro. We in the
The
first
season
12
just
games of the
started.
season, bro.
Yeah.
I know. I'm giving like hopes like I
I
already
got
know
that. Listen,
Kyrie
hold
gonna
on.
do
Hey,
his thing,
JP,
bro.
hey,
But
JP, you remember what happened in that game when AD first played for the Mavs?
I know he was dropping like
Oh
step
yeah,
back
when he said
If
threes.
I'm
we
back.
if we
Hey,
haven't
but
even seen, I'm saying,
crunch. Is he
hold
gonna
on,
be
I'm
long
saying,
term though?
hold on. I'm saying we haven't even seen that. We haven't seen them play on the court since that day.
Talking about the Rockets versus the
Yeah,
Rockets.
against
Oh,
the Rockets. So I'm like, why are we panicking?
Yeah, you
but
just
like,
you just like what Kyrie said. Kyrie said, just hold on, just hold on.
Like,
Kyrie, hey, but this my thing, right? And I was thinking this. I'm like,
is Anthony Davis
let's
gonna be
say
long
let's say
term
this
though?
team is what this team is, right? And people's perspective on Kyrie is what it is. Oh, he's number two. He can't do nothing. He can't this.
No, hell no.
So
No.
motherfuckers view the MVP thing as a lot of motherfuckers view the MVP thing as who's carrying their team? Who's carrying their team? So if
Exactly.
y'all think this team is so fucking trash right now, and if Kyrie come back in this nightmare Western Conference and lead this team to a top 5 seed,
yep.
should he not be in MVP consideration?
No, they ain't gonna. They're gonna say, "Oh, Cooper Flag and
That's
shit."
what I'm saying. That's what I'm like. Hold on, because if I actually like how they talking about the Mavs right now, because if they do win, that make it even
Yeah,
greater.
the switch up will be crazy. And
Yeah,
plus,
that's
and mind you, when Luka was injured, like Kyrie was averaging like 30 when Luka was injured.
He went back to the end of the year. Now I thought they said he come back
Eh,
around February,
Yeah,
January, February.
they said they
Can I
really
say
wanted to try to
if
can I
get
they
him
say a little
before the year
something?
over, before 2025 over. But I don't know if they should rush
Hey, but
that.
look,
But
I'm gonna say this too, bro.
Can I
yeah.
say a little
Kyrie,
something?
Kyrie, because I know somebody in your camp listening right now. I know, bro. God, listen to me. This is Chad speaking to you, bro.
Okay.
Listen, if you can come back and it's not risking your health, come back, family. But if you can't and it's risking your health, do not come back, bro. Don't put too much pressure on your body to get injured
Okay.
again
I
because you're
get
trying
what
to
you're doing, but
overly do
what's
this
gonna be
shit and
your
try to push the team
prediction?
into the playoffs.
What's
Don't do
gonna be
that
your
shit, bro.
Chaz?
I
What's gonna
just
be
want to say
your
that
prediction
Nico
with Anthony
Harrison.
Davis for the
Hold
rest
on,
of the
hold on.
year?
Nico Harrison is my homie since we've
That's
been
my
13
question.
years old, and I really
You said
I
that's your
wasn't.
homie, Maui?
That's my homie from
Hey, hold on,
Fayetteville. I'm from.
man. What's up with you?
What's up,
What's up
family?
with
I'm
you,
from
G? What's
chilling,
up?
man.
Yo, Chaz, I got a question.
So that's my homie, man, and I feel bad for he made
So,
the
Maui,
wrong
can you
decision.
please tell these boys that Nico ain't the only one who signed off on that shit? Please
Nah,
tell them.
the owner signed off on it.
thank you. The
He
owner
didn't. Nico. Hold on. Nico did not have the power to pull that type of trade
Thank
off
you.
without the owner's permission. And more. To give you more info, that deal that was made between the Lakers and the Mavericks, it was in secret for quite a long time, and the owner knew that, and
Come
the owner
on.
was on board because the owner wasn't happy that Luka, who he was paying all this money to, wasn't in shape, and on top of it, when the owners would come down and interact, Luka was like, whatever. He didn't have a lot of respect for the ownership. He only reported to Mark Cuban. You understand? So the owners was, a billionaire doesn't like somebody that they hire to do a job to be like, F it, I don't care about you. They want to feel respected. And
Oh, so wait.
respect
So you saying
somebody.
Nico fuck with Mark Cuban, and the
no,
owner did that shit and made Nico the face of it because he don't fuck with Mark Cuban. He want to get Mark Cuban.
I'm
him
saying
out.
the owner had a problem with Luka.
Okay.
Nico made the move because the owner wanted to get rid of Luka because Luka wasn't, in shape, and on top of it was not being really receptive to him and his people.
I hear
He
it.
was only being Luka was only being receptive to Mark Cuban, and Mark Cuban had been reduced to a minority owner. You see what I'm saying? So Nico made the trade.
Oh, okay, I got it.
But it was with the blessing of ownership.
Okay.
So it will go down as he made the trade like it should, because he was, him and Rob Pelinka, to give you more information, they have a relationship because Nico brought Kobe from Adidas to Nike. That was 2003. And matter of fact, we was together in New Orleans at Essence Festival, I believe in 2003 when Kobe got arrested for that situation. I know I was with him because it's the same weekend that my other homie D. Stoudemire got popped with weed in the airport. So I remember all this like yesterday. So Rob Pelinka's relationship with Nico goes back a far, far, far long time ago.
Yeah.
Rob Pelinka was Kobe's agent and Nico.
I just seen a post. Oh, go ahead.
That's it. I'm done.
I just seen a post. Stephen A. Smith, he asked Yes Shams, who was the person that insisted to trade Luka? And obviously what Chad said, go with associating beating and stuff. He said it was Luka Harrison that insisted the idea first.
Yeah.
You gotta remember, ESPN gonna put out what they gonna put out, though.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna say this.
Bro, I was saying in general that it was just posted because
I still don't think
one that took accountability and apology.
He said he took accountability for it, the owner.
I still and I'm gonna say this. I still don't think I can see the perspective on why people thought it was bad, but looking at how everything went down last season after the finals, you would think I know people. Oh, the franchise and Luka and superstar and 28, 8 and 8 and I get all that. I promise I do. Yeah. Seeing how close they had got to it the season before, right? Then they just happened to run up on one of the greatest teams of all time. Took their L, got their ass whooped. They didn't play good enough to win. Then you would think that would be the thing that sparks Luka to be like, nah, fuck all that shit. I'm coming to this bitch locked the fuck in. I'm here, nigga. What's up? Obviously he can't say that, but you know what I'm saying. I'm thinking he gonna come in like that. I'm like, if an ass whooping in the finals don't motivate you, I don't know what the fuck will motivate you. If getting your ass destroyed in the NBA finals in your first finals don't motivate you, what will motivate you, right? So he come into the season out of shape. He come into the season getting hurt. Then Kyrie do what they do. Kyrie do what he do with the team when he off the court. Then when he come back, they start to look better. But at that point, people forget, bro. We are forgetting. This is what we forget.
What?
Bro, Luka was going through some of the same, the shit what it looked like what Ja going through with the Grizzlies and how Ja looked not interested and he out there just putting up his numbers and he man, fuck his attitude. Bro, people forget after Dirk had left, after Dirk left, from that point forward all the way up to before they got Kyrie, let's not forget all the issues Luka was having with the team. He was beefing with Chris. Remember, the shit was happening with him and Kristaps Porzingis. The other coach that played for the coach the Indiana Pacers. What's his name?
Rick
Carlisle. Remember, he was having issues. He was having issues with all these teams. It was happening. It was reports coming out about issues with Porzingis. Then they had to get up off of Brunson because remember him and Brunson did what he was doing in the playoffs without Luka on the court. It was so much stuff going on. It ain't like it's just been smooth sailing and then they just swung Luka away. That's not what's happening.
They drafted him 5 years ago. They drafted him 5 years ago, and 6 years ago, and he made 5 All NBAs.
Facts.
To the Western Conference Finals and the
facts. But this is
that's
the thing.
A fact.
Hold on.
I agree.
Hey,
but then, like I said, bro, if you're trying to win a championship and get back to the promised land, and you see your superstar player coming into the season after getting his ass whooped, he don't even seem that motivated. He out of shape and shit. And then you look
Okay,
at
I have
what
a
the
question,
team
Chaz.
needed. I can still see why they did what they did.
I
Now,
Okay,
disagree.
do you
ultimately, right
believe
now,
I
people can say
Hold
it's a
on,
disagree.
hold
loss.
on, hold on,
Chaz, do you
JP.
believe
Hold
that
on, hold
Luka
on,
was
hold on. Hey, Mac. But this is the thing, Mac. You got to remember, like, after all that time, it was still like a thing about Luka Doncic's legacy, about how he still hadn't made it to the NBA Finals, and it was like, just like Chad said, it was like little minor beasts he had. It was tendencies that he wasn't trying to stop doing, and then when Kyrie came over there is when they made the finals. So I could see both sides, because if you don't look at the fact that Kyrie got hurt,
No,
they
he
still
wasn't working out till last season, bro. And that was
they
this is what
they
people don't
still got
realize,
hold on
Crunch.
hold on
This
hold on
shit
they
with him
still got
working out, this was happening every year, Crunch.
hold on they still got they still got Kyrie as a lead guard. The only reason it looks so bad right now is because they don't have a lead guard right now, and they kind of experimenting. But without Kyrie tearing his ACL, they still got Kyrie at the lead guard and AD in the paint. So they looking at it from a team standpoint. Like, they didn't even make the finals until Kyrie came over there. So they
So
like I could see how they look at Luka Doncic leading them to the finals. At the same time, that was like a big thing that he couldn't really do until Kyrie came over there. So by having Kyrie, you're not losing what
can
kind
I
of
rebut?
So I
yeah.
want to comment on that.
Yeah, Chaz, do you
They
think
Wait, hold on. He
oh,
said, "Can you rebut?"
well, let me comment on that.
Hold
Until
on,
the
Mac. Hold
2020.
on, hold on, bro. No, I'm saying Mac said he was about to rebut.
Yeah, I hear you. And I somewhat agree, but because I think that saying once we say like, yeah, they didn't have that success with Kyrie, I think that they didn't have that success until they put a competent team around him. I
that
think that's
Gafford
because
But
and
you
Derek
don't think
because
that
they
the
Lively?
got
team?
Kyrie, they
You
got
don't think
Kyrie
the
2 years.
team? My bad.
They
Yeah.
got Kyrie 2 years. Got Kyrie the year before they went to the finals, and in that year they made a bunch of trades. They made the trades to get Gafford,
And Lively. Yeah.
Gafford, and
PJ
Uh-huh.
Washington? Yeah.
PJ Washington. That
Gafford,
right
yeah.
before at the trade deadline. I
It's not
think
that
that
Did
bad.
did
that's what pushed them
You don't
over
think?
the top, and
Hold
that's what
on.
made them a team. But at the end of the day, once they got to the finals, that proved y'all are right. They went up against a better team. But in my opinion, that proved the flaws for the rest of the roster more than his. But everybody looked at his flaws because he's the best player.
But hold on, hold on, hold
What you
on.
mean? What you mean by that? Hold on, hold
Hold
on.
on,
What?
hold on. I'm gonna let one post go before.
Yeah.
Yeah, did I okay, before I start, did DJJ get traded there too? When they in
Yeah.
2024,
Yeah,
like when they
and
went to their
Gafford.
final? Okay. So PJ Washington, the only a good reason why they got out of that OKC series was, PJ Washington just going insane.
Amazing. Yep.
Yeah, exactly. Granted, OKC was leaving him wide open. They did
Yeah,
not
that's
give a
their
shit.
issue. Yeah.
But
So
anyway,
That's their issue,
so
but that's a
Matt. So hold
testament
on,
to how
Matt.
good
So,
he is.
so
My
hold on.
fault. Go
So
ahead.
Matt. When you say flaws in the roster, what do you mean flaws in the roster? Because I thought you just said that they put a competent team around him.
That don't mean that there's not flaws on the roster. There's a flaw. There's flaws on
Every
every
Yeah,
roster
But
have
that's
flaws,
that's how it
bro.
is for
every
every
roster.
team.
Hold on, let me
Weaknesses.
finish.
Yeah.
Hold on. I
They just
think that
got
there's
outplayed by
there's
the
flaws on the
Celtics.
roster. The Celtics basically took away corner threes because just took 1 point post point when they won against the Thunder. They were getting whatever corner threes they wanted because it's Luca
They was
pick and
giving it to
roll.
him.
It's Luca pick and roll. If the lob's not there to Gafford or Lively, we go into the corner to PJ Washington or Derrick Jones Jr. because that's the only place that they can shoot, and they're really good at shooting from there.
Yeah.
Everybody else, other than everybody else, is depending on Luca to get them their shots, and they only can shoot
And
from certain
Kyrie.
spots on the floor. Wait, Kyrie is the only one that stands out, and in that series, Boston just had the best team to kind of say, "Hey, we could take you away."
Mm.
That's kind of how to,
But
but
see, Matt, what if
everybody.
they'd have
But
had
yeah,
a?
I need to respond to this too. Yeah.
Wait,
But see,
let me
Matt,
finish though.
Matt, what if they'd have had an elite big man though in that series?
You said what if they would have had?
They already
Didn't
had
they have
Gafford.
three of them?
You
No,
said
I'm
what?
saying elite. No. Hold on, yelling. I'm saying elite offensive big too, though, not just on defense.
Oh, well then I guess yeah, they
I don't
wouldn't
think
have.
that you can. That's not something that you can kind of like, just like. That's not something that is around the league though. A really good big man plus a
But hold
really
on, but
good
Matt,
second
hold
option
on.
plus
My
some.
point
Wait,
is
what
they
do you
got
mean? What do you mean?
Matt. My point is they got AD now, and you just said that Kyrie would be able to be the only dude that can kind of make the plays for other players. But
Yeah, but
now,
that's with Luca. That's what I meant.
hold on, bro, hold on.
Go
But I'm
ahead.
saying he would have AD now. So because you don't necessarily, in my opinion, you don't need two elite guards
Huh?
if you got elite big.
I agree there, but I think that at this point, I think that now we are seeing. Well, once Kyrie would come back, we will see what it looks like. But for me, I think they will struggle with, because everybody else on the team, the way that most teams are made up, most of most of their shots are gonna come from being the play being made by their best players. I don't think that that's Kyrie's best trait. I think that Kyrie's his best when you tell him go get yours and create.
Yeah, but Kyrie has never played with an elite big man though. That's my point
No,
to
no,
you.
no. But what I'm saying is, I hear you.
Because when you have it, hold on. This is my point to you. Because when you have a big man,
is Anthony Davis going to start creating
hold on, bro.
others?
Hold on. Because what I'm saying to you is that when you have an elite big man, any elite guard that has the skill set of Kyrie can play off of that. Wherever rather than having to make plays or have all the pressure making plays for everybody, because you can play inside out, you can play pick and roll more, and you have play action for that flaw that you're talking about, and it would actually be like that. It's like I don't know if you want to think about Jokic and Murray or like Kobe and Shaq, but it kind of like that's how basketball works in my opinion. But y'all got it though. I'm gonna pass the mic around. I think Chad was trying to say something.
When he talked about
go ahead,
when you talked about the flaw of the roster, like you said, I think every roster has flaws, bro. So I don't think it was the flaws of the roster got exposed. It was the flaws of the play style got exposed. Like you thinking that you just gonna get corner threes every possession and allow. Do you not think that an elite defensive team is gonna adjust to that? I think their lack of ability to adjust and adapt to the situation is what the reason why they lost. Like, of course, the superstars got overexposed, and he's getting over talked about because he's getting beat on every single defensive drive, on every single drive. He's not rotating, he's not boxing out. They gave him so many offensive rebounds as a chain to him, and now you're expecting the offense to overcompensate for your lack of defense. When one of the biggest reasons why they had got to the finals in that run, where's their defense? So it's like it's the conundrum started with the superstar. I don't think the roster was just bad and wasn't good enough.
The roster was great.
I just don't think they didn't adapt. Like Luka was still trying to bring the ball up the court every single time, knowing that they were switching everything and shoot step back threes on everybody. Like that he was, and I appreciate his aggressiveness. I like aggressive players, but his ability to adapt. They were talking about it in the post games. Kyrie talked about it, how they're trying to bait us into just going 1-on-1. He talked about that, and that's what Luka was going after doing every single time.
Chaz, can I ask you a question? Chaz, do you think that Kyrie had a great series considering that he was being jocked by a few different dudes that were 6'7" and above? Like everywhere he went, they had somebody that was 6'6", 6'7", 6'8" on him.
Derek White. Derek White and Drew Holiday are not 6'6".
Brown, Tatum, and White are all between 6'4" and 6'.
Drew Holiday is 6'6". What are you talking about?
No, Drew Holiday is not
6'5",
6'5",
bro.
Drew Holiday is not 6'6". He's 6'6".
Do you understand?
Yeah, but I see.
But regardless, Chaz,
hold on, yo. But I see what Maui's saying.
Let me answer his question.
Can he answer my question? Do you think that had a factor? Those bigger guards and smaller forwards.
Yeah, and listen. The first part about him having a series. What type of series do I think that he had based off of those variables? I feel like people say that Kyrie played trash in that series. I don't think he played trash at all. I just don't think he played good enough. And like you said, I do think them having multiple defenders at those positions, that was a factor. But for me, I more so think like I go back to them adapting to like what was happening on the court. Like they still were trying to play. They were trying to play the Celtics like they were OKC. Like they were trying to play the Celtics like they were Minnesota. They were trying to play the Celtics like they were the Clippers. And the Celtics have things that they can do to take that away from you. So like when Luka had got up off the ball and Kyrie started to run the offense a little more earlier in the shot clock, they would get to their sets quicker. They would get to their offense quicker. It was stretches where Kyrie, if you go back and look at those games where they got back in the game, outside of game one in the third quarter, because Luka was the one got him back in that game just from his ridiculous shot making. He just went on a hot streak, and I think in like the third quarter or something like that. But if you go look at all the other games where they was down big and they made a big run towards the end of the game, it was when Kyrie started to run the offense. And that's why I go back to the lack of their adaptability to the situation. And that's when you have two dynamics on the floor, two talented, dynamic players on the court, especially in the half-court playoff setting that they had proven to be up into the finals. It's like, why don't you switch it up? And it's like, I think that's why I think it's just a lack of ability to adapt to the situation. Like, that was my thing.
Oh yeah, so before the series started, like you thought it was gonna be longer, like 6, 7, or like still 5 games?
Me?
Yeah, personally.
Oh,
Like
before
the
the
Mavs
series
beat,
started, I had the Mavs. Before the series started,
yeah,
I knew that and this is what I'm saying.
yeah,
It was so many different reasons why people went for the Celtics. From
I
my
feel that.
perspective, it was one, they didn't want Kyrie because the thing with Kyrie and the LeBron thing. Kyrie had up to that point. It was when I was making streams and coming on current streams and all this. It was Kyrie, they gonna miss the playoffs again,
Exactly.
and then it's they gonna lose to the Clippers and they beat the Clippers. Then it's they can't be OKC. OKC favorite. Look at OKC. Hey, they're a top 2 team in the West. They beat OKC.
The Wolves, bro.
Then going into the Wolves series, I vividly
Anthony
remember
Edwards.
getting up on
You
Crunch
ain't
Live.
eating baby. You're not beating baby MJ.
I vividly remember getting on Crunch. I vividly remember getting on Crunch Live, and it was me, my boy Flight, and it was Crunch. We was all in here on Crunch Live. It was 100+ people in here after they going into the Timberwolves series. When they was going into the Timberwolves series, we saw that shit. Niggas was talking about, the Timberwolves just have too much defense. They have this. They have Rudy Gobert. They have Jaden McDaniels. They have Anthony Edwards. They have all these players. It's just nothing that the Mavs can do. They just have the matchup. It's over with. And then they beat them niggas in 5. Then it was So then the narrative became, it went from Kyrie ain't got out the second round since LeBron. First he wasn't gonna make the playoffs, and then now he ain't gonna win the finals now. But I thought it was about him getting to the finals. And then it was people going for the Celtics just because they didn't want Kyrie to win. Then it was people going for the Celtics.
I see some analysts choosing the Mavs.
Then it was a lot of people going for the Celtics because they were Celtics fans.
They was going for the Celtics, bro.
People were wanting the Celtics.
It was a lot of people going for the Celtics.
No, it was 50-50.
Everybody was going for the Celtics, bro. We remember.
This was a complete conundrum because so many Celtics fans came out of nowhere. When up to that point, motherfuckers was trying to hate on Tatum and say he had a super team if he didn't win with the super team.
Yeah, so it was both ways.
But then on the other end, motherfuckers saying that, well, if Kyrie, you got there, you finally got there without LeBron, but if you don't win, that don't mean nothing. So now it's like, wait a minute. So now it's about winning? Now I thought it was about him getting there. So like it just kept switching up. But for me, I had the Mavs because even though I knew that Tatum, Brown, White, and the heater that team was playing on, and Porzingis' huge outburst in game 1 in the first half, like even though I knew that they had the advantage, like it's an uphill battle.
Celtics basketball.
That's what basketball is.
Yeah.
When you're playing against a dominant team or elite team, does that mean you're just supposed to? We just give up. That's it. No, I just don't think they did the necessary things they needed.
Pacers
to win.
OKC is a perfect example of that. Nobody had the Pacers going in, and they took
exactly. That's what I'm saying. I just don't think they did the necessary things they needed to do.
Yeah,
when you have
won.
a superstar that's competing on defense leading up to the finals, and his defense is getting exposed in the finals, and he's not competing, then offensively, because he's so embarrassed about how his defense is, he coming up the court shooting step back threes on everyone. Well, that hurts the team. Of course, they're not going to.
Yeah, they could have won the series. Like I
highly disagree.
But the reason why they lost, everybody don't understand why they lost.
Granted, if Porzingis was healthy, bro, Porzingis is what makes that team an all-time.
But see, hold on, one post. Let me ask you this question, right?
Yeah.
But do you see what I'm talking about? Like when you bring up Porzingis, right? Do you see what I mean by asking like, what if they had an elite big like AD?
That's fair. Like again.
Because you have a whole different dynamic now. The defense is even different. So I understand Kyrie playmaking, but you can play inside out though.
Yeah, because the Celtics struggle against the Nuggets. If you didn't know, their first loss was against the Nuggets with Nikola Jokic, Jamal Murray, and stuff.
You see what I'm saying?
They said they don't want to see Jokic.
The Celtics struggled against guys. If you saw in that finals when they struggled, they were struggling when they were attacking the mismatches properly. Like when you switch Peyton Pritchard on Luka, don't shoot a step back 3. Go at him. Like when you switch Al Horford on Luka, go at Al Horford.
I think the problem
is when you see Porzingis, Luka, why are you shooting a tough step back 3? We know you can make that shot. You don't have to prove to us that you can make that shot. Get past Porzingis, break the defense down. And if you go look in the stretches, some big stretches in them games. Remember that game where Luka fouled out and Kyrie was scoring all the points, and everybody up to that point in game 3 in the series was saying, Kyrie, he only averaging 18, 15 points in the first 2 games. He needs to step it up. He needs to average this. He needs to average that. And we was constantly trying to tell niggas, and I know I vividly remember my lives being lit, and I'm telling them, it does not matter how many points Kyrie scores. If you're down 25 and you have to climb all the way back in the game, the level of execution to win those games is the level of execution you need is close to damn near perfection. And if in that game 3, nigga, Kyrie just missed the last shot to get him the lead on the 3-pointer. And it's like normally you just miss shots, but when you have to climb all the way back in the game from down 20 every single game mentally, that's tiring, dog. So you have to see, why are we going down 20? What's happening for us to go down 20? And in that game, Kyrie had like 35 points or some shit. He was hella efficient. And I was trying to tell niggas, it don't matter. It don't matter how many points the niggas score, how many points he averaged. If they down 25 every game because they not rotating on defense and communicating, they're going to lose every fucking game.
Hey, y'all want to answer this
It
question?
sounds like they just weren't the better team.
So y'all want to answer the question?
Hey, facts. Hold on.
It says
Charisma in the comments.
so
That's a
Nico
good.
fired because of AD and Kyrie.
Yeah.
So what?
Yeah, someone asked a question. You want to?
Yeah,
answer
he said was Nico fired because AD
And Kyrie are injured.
Yeah, AD and Kyrie are injured.
Are you using the scapegoat
Yeah, that's what I'm
thing?
saying. Like they blaming
Oh, they're
him.
scapegoating him. Yeah, 100%.
I mean,
let me add
it's
one more
understandable.
thing.
Like this scenario is low-key understandable.
Hey,
Like,
Mal, you and that nigga Nico.
has
Like,
a
y'all think
special
that's understandable,
relationship with Kyrie because he was the one that made the decision at Nike to give Kyrie the money and not give it to Steph Curry. So those two plus AD, all those Nike people have a relationship. I don't think it has anything to do with Nico's relationship with Kyrie. I think it just has to do with he bet on some people that are injured. AD's always injured, and Kyrie has been injured for a portion of his career as well.
That's cool
They
though.
traded
We
them.
gonna see though.
Remember
We gonna
when
see.
Luka came back?
Hey, listen. I just want to say this to everybody on the panel in the chat. Mind y'all, I still got the Mavs winning the championship this season, so we gonna see.
I mean, to be
you
fair,
know,
Is
like,
that gonna
I agree with
happen?
you. Like with the
Yeah,
Mavs,
we gonna
like,
see.
2024.
Venture down to Dallas, or
We gonna see.
10 games.
We're gonna
10
see.
games.
You're basically
10
starting
games
over
in the
with flag
NBA.
over younger
We're
players
going to
in his
see.
rookie
Well,
year.
I got them. Hold on. I'm gonna break it down. I got them going to the conference finals. Then I have them going to the finals.
how
How many games does Anthony plays for?
And then I have them winning. Now, if they don't win,
Can we take baby
mind you,
steps? Can you explain how they're going to get 50
Wait, let me
games
ask you. Let
win?
me ask this: How
they
many
don't
games?
have.
do you
How
think
they're
Huh?
going
Anthony
to
Davis is gonna play?
beat the first round, and how they're going to get past
Hold
the
on. I'm
second
about to tell you then.
Yeah, how many games is Anthony Davis going to play?
Hold on. They don't have to win 50 games.
Yes, they do in the West. What are you talking
Listen,
about?
Yella. Listen. All they got to do
We're
is go
talking
to
about the play-in.
the Yella. All they got to do is go to the play-in.
Versus OKC.
If they go to the play-in,
And
right? If they go to the first of all, this is my real prediction though. My real prediction is I got them making a 6 seed by the end of the season.
Okay.
But if they
That's hot.
hold on, but if they go to the play-in, they can make it out of the play-in. The sad part is they would have to play the first or second seed, but they can beat the Rockets or something, in my opinion, bro, or the second seed over there. They can beat the Lakers, in my opinion.
Okay.
I think you need to
You know what I mean?
OKC's a disaster matchup for
So
the.
I would rather them play the Lakers in the first round, get them out of there.
Hey, can
That would be real
give me a
sweet.
prediction of how
That would
many
be real
games
sweet
Anthony Davis
victory.
gonna play?
They had to bring Nico back.
That's a runs blunt.
Bro,
Wait,
if
how
the
many games
Yeah,
Lakers,
Anthony
yeah.
play?
Look, we're gonna be smoking runs as soon as they win that series.
if the Lakers lose to the Mavs in the playoffs, it's gonna be so rough for the Luka and them.
No, that would be sick.
Yeah.
I damn near
Don't
don't
let
even want it to
LeBron
happen. I
lose
would
to
feel bad.
Kyrie
I want
and LeBron.
Luka to go past the first round this season, low key.
Nah, LeBron losing to
They
his
should
like
meet in the
former.
conference finals.
Imagine LeBron losing to his like former finals teammates,
Oh
2016
my
and
goodness,
2020.
bro.
Bro.
Come on, bro.
Crunch gonna have like the best time.
I'll probably have a 48-hour stream.
That's gonna go 48 hours,
Should
bro.
be crazy, bro.
But how many games do you think AD's gonna play?
But
Though?
if they gotta see OKC round one, they're gonna whoop, bro. I'm sorry.
No, honestly, I don't know. Kyrie and
Maybe it's
Shea.
me.
You put Kyrie
I
and
don't trust
LeBron.
their what do you call it, the playmaking. And the thing is with OKC,
I ain't gonna
you
lie.
need
If
to
that
have
happens, bro, I'm
you
gonna
need
put
to have
Kyrie
a
over LeBron
great
all the time.
playmaker in order for you to like have a chance.
I would just have them run through AD in that series. A lot.
Nah, Crunch. All jokes aside, I'll put Curry over LeBron over time. If like Lakers like would lose to like
Yeah, but what you got Curry doing
Kyrie
this
and
year?
AD, huh?
Yeah, what you got Curry doing this year though?
Curry.
Cause he on the clock to me. I feel as though
Oh
he didn't
yeah,
like last. Well, I mean, he got hurt last season, but I'm
he's
just
been
saying.
sick. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if they were like a top 5 seed with
Yeah.
like the effect of Jimmy Butler, and Al Horford.
The Mavs, bro, they can't. I ain't Crunch. I'm fam. For me, I don't feel like they have to make it. They have to get a playoff spot because I know it's about getting in the playoffs and all that. But I looked at what happened to the Warriors last season, right? They were playing, and it's about when you get hot, when you go on runs, etc. They were playing amazing basketball leading up to the playoffs, But if you go back and watch them games, they had put themselves in such a bad position before Jimmy had got there in the middle of the season to where their level of execution in every single game intensity was like a playoff game. So leading up to the playoffs, they were putting so much pressure on themselves mentally and physically to when they got to the playoffs, they broke down. So even though if they would have played that stretch of basketball later down the line, we could possibly be talking about the Warriors being the champions of last season. But it's you look at how much pressure they put on themselves with that middle of the season stretch where they were terrible, and in the Western Conference like this, and like I said, every single game down the stretch. Remember, Steph Curry was going 56, 50, 45. Then Jimmy Butler coming in 20 some free throws in the game. Steph Curry versus the Bulls, he had like 20 points in the third quarter to come back from down 26. Like it's so much like that stretch of basketball they played was championship level basketball. But because they put so much stress on themselves to win all those games, they're not even necessarily extremely injury prone players. And look what happened when they got to the playoffs. You have on the baseline guys like Kyrie and AD who are injury prone type of players. If they put that much stress on themselves and their bodies to play at that high of a level in this nightmare of a Western Conference leading up to the playoffs or the last some woo games of the season, I ultimately think they probably will get hurt in the playoffs. But I will say this. That's why it's about whenever Kyrie comes back and AD come back, it's going to be about them executing in that stretch of the middle of the season so they can put themselves in position to be a 6 or 5 seed. They have to. I don't think they can be.
I think I see what you're saying, but I really think also to add on top of that, I think last year a big reason why they broke down too was how physical that first round was with them Rockets.
Yes, I was just about to say
it was very physical.
That was a fit, so I think that was a double. That was a double whammy. So not only had a tough stretch for the end of the season, like you said, then they come out with that crazy first round series.
Telling you, like I was watching all the games, Crunch. Every single game was like a playoff game for the Warriors. Like,
every single series.
Hold on, Imawi, what'd you about to say, bro?
I was gonna say that when you got young dudes like Thompson and you got Brooks, and they're playing really reckless. That's not what vets really want to see. And Curry had, if I remember, he had a wrist or a hand injury, and they was touching and grabbing that wrist all series, bro.
Yeah.
So they were playing
Brooks
reckless.
Was doing some real.
And another Portland guy, Ime Udoka. He coaches physical. You know what I mean? He wants.
And it went 7 games. It went 7 games, so they had to. It went 7 games, so they had to turn right around and keep hooping for the second round.
Yo, Crunch.
Right.
Jazz,
but then, like you said, that injury though, he got that hand or finger, whatever injury when he was playing as hard as he was in the end of the regular season.
Exactly. No, I agree.
I agree. I'm saying like it compounds everything, but like
absolutely.
That's why I'm saying that you don't want to put yourself in position to have to play on such a heater at a certain point in the season.
That's why I said they need that 6 seed, bro.
Let me add to what Chaz said. Because they played so crap in the beginning of the year, what he's saying is they had to play playoff level basketball the last 25 games of the season, and they couldn't maintain it because they're some old niggas. You understand me?
They need that 6 seed. They need that 6 seed, bro.
Because every game is just like it's like not even the physical pressure, bro. Because physically, I think they can handle it, but it's the mental. Like it's like mentally, it's like now if you playing a game in March and you like the 4th seed and like the 4th from the seed is around, but you have a decent amount of separation from the play-in. It's like, okay, cool. When I'm playing this game versus Chicago in February, I want to win, but we ain't gotta like destroy ourselves if we down 15 and with the last 3 minutes left in the 4th quarter. But like if you trying to win a championship and you trying to make the playoffs and you need to make the playoffs. And it's the last some games of the season, and you're fucking 9. You from the 7 to the 9 seed, and it's like nigga, like nah. When I'm down 15 in the 4th against Chicago, nigga, we gotta hoop now. Like so now every possession is like even more strenuous. Every possession when you miss a shot, it's like fuck. Every possession when you turn it over, it's like fuck. Now, every possession, you must tighter on. You got to capitalize. And that's another reason, on top of the fact that they had young guys in the playoffs, obviously it's a way different dynamic when Steph Curry's off the court versus Minnesota. But I'm saying that I think, like, even with the young guys, They have put so much pressure on themselves, and then Steph Curry goes down. Then it's like it's even more pressure. That's why I wasn't really tripping on the young guys for performing how they did and them not winning the game versus Minnesota. It's just you have to do the right things to put yourself in proper position to go on runs. Like, and that all starts with when are you going to go on your run? Are you going to go on your run when it's too late in the season? And then when you get hurt, oh man, we got hurt. No, you put yourself in position to be hurt when you was trash in the middle of February. You know what this shit is. You in the Western Conference, buddy. This ain't the East. The East got like 3 niggas over there that's 1-9 right now. This ain't the East, dog. This ain't the East.
And how long can you play desperate basketball?
Yep.
Like it takes a toll playing desperate
Mentally.
basketball. Mentally, every ball, every possession. And think about this. This is a Warriors team at their peak that would come out with 5 minutes to go before the game and warm up and disrespect the whole game. How do you go from that to now having to win every fucking possession? It's hard, bro. Mentally draining.
Bro, go look at listen, OKC last year, they built up such a big lead to where they'd get up for, Denver. Like, Jokic put up, I think, the 30-20-20 game, right? Shea got up right after, like, I think they played the Thunder right after. OKC got up for that game. But, like, when they play the fucking Pelicans, they don't got to go crazy. You know what I'm saying? They don't got to do anything.
Players sit out games.
Hey,
exactly.
Hold on. Hey, Ultimate Charisma, what you got on it? Yeah, he's still on mute. Hey, Bug, man, what you got on it, man?
Look, I agree with y'all saying though with the Warriors and shit. I think the Mavs window closed though.
Nah, I don't think they window closed. We didn't even see how it looked.
I
We didn't even see what it looked like though. Oh, go ahead, Trav.
We haven't really seen like the full vision yet of like we got to see it in like spurts and stuff like that, but like the full finals.
But my thing is, are we ever going to see it?
Yeah, we're gonna see it this season. Watch.
If the Mavs
I mean, the guys is
one
hurt.
real creator on
Like
the team.
literally, but literally though, like literally,
That's
if Kyrie didn't tear his ACL, literally we would be seeing a different team right now. Literally.
Yes, but you still wouldn't have went deep in the playoffs because you still.
That's your opinion, but hold on, but that's your opinion though. See, the problem is with that is, see, the problem with that is I got them. But that's what I'm telling you. The problem,
even as injured,
I'm saying, hold on, Maui,
Washington,
Maui. Listen, what I'm saying to you though, Maui. Everybody literally said the same thing before they went to the finals. They said the same thing that you just said. They said they wasn't going to go deep in the playoffs.
Yeah, but that's with Luka there.
Okay, hold on, bro.
Even as injured and as banged up as they were,
hold on, Trav, hold on.
they still made the play in.
Even with Luka, y'all didn't have them going. So at the end of the day, that's your opinion. When you say that they're not gonna make a deep playoff run, that's your opinion. You know what I mean? We still gotta wait. You never know what can happen. Is what I'm saying.
I got $500 bet on it. If you want to put the money down, I got that.
Well, if you want to put the money down, then I'm gonna get back.
$500. They don't get past us for the first round.
If you want to put the money down,
I'll put the money down.
This what I'll do to you, right? Pause. I mean, this what I'll do for you. This what I'll do for you.
Go ahead.
Let me come back to. Let me follow you, and then I'm gonna come back to that when Oh, you're a former pro player.
Yeah,
that's tough. So if they actually make the playoffs, then I will bet that.
Okay, that's fair.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. I know you giving away free money. You know what I'm money like that. Yeah, I got you. Yeah, that's fair.
Also, I just want to add something real quick. Judging and like the entire season off 10 games is like judging the entire NFL season off 2 games of like actual play. We don't know a damn thing about a lot of these teams right now.
I mean, yeah, but who said I'm just judging it off of just this season?
Exactly.
Like, a lot of teams don't know their identity. A lot of teams
I could be judging it off of the totality of their careers alone. I get that they played on the same team during them times, but I don't see them being healthy long enough for it to even be a spurt. But if it happens, it happens. But I'm just saying right now, I don't see them making a playoff run like that.
Crush, can I ask you a question? Would you be against the Mavericks trading for like Paul George, somebody to add with Kyrie?
Yeah, I'll be against that.
I would too. Anything Paul George is, I'm against.
Because I don't like his mentality sometimes.
Paul George might be the worst contract in the sport. You know,
if they somehow did, but listen, bro, if they somehow did it for like Kawhi,
what about Devin Booker?
I can rock with D-Book.
I know I would rock with Kawhi over D-Book.
Crunch.
Yo.
So you saying you want Kawhi Leonard on your team?
No, I don't. But he brought up if they was trading for Paul George. I'm saying if you're gonna do something crazy like that, let it be somebody like Kawhi if you need a wing. But I wouldn't I
Yeah,
see
the
what you're
Clippers
saying.
might be blowing it up,
I don't.
bro.
He don't got a good mentality neither. But he wouldn't be. He'll be like my second, third option though, in my
Hey,
opinion.
Crunch. You think they gonna fire Jason Kidd?
I don't think so.
I think they should have. If they fired Nico, they should have just fired Jason Kidd.
Bro, J Kid might walk out, honestly.
Yeah,
But
He didn't know about it.
but
He
to
said
be
Kidd did
honest,
not
I
know
don't
about the
think.
Luka trade.
But to be honest, I don't think that they. In my opinion, I just don't think they should have fired nobody.
yeah.
I don't
It's
think so
too
either.
early to be honest. It's too early for them to make a
You know,
significant decision like
what do
that.
you call
I can
it?
understand why. Pressure from the fans. The chants and
But
all
it's
that
like,
shit.
but it's like
Yeah, but you should
it
have waited
doesn't.
to see
It
it,
doesn't
bro.
take a genius to understand that. Like, of course, your fan base is going to be pissed off at you
You
if
don't
you
trade.
trade their entire like
Bro, I don't
star
think they
player.
should trade Luka in the
Yeah,
first
but
place.
I just think they should have at least waited though, just to
They should have.
see
But now
if
it's
if
like,
they ended this season and they miss the playoffs when Kyrie and AD come back
then okay,
and
I
all
give
of
you
that,
that.
then they'll be like, okay, yeah, fire him and start over, whatever. But
Bro,
we didn't
It's
even
like they
see
didn't even
because
give it they didn't even get it a chance.
they didn't get a chance to see.
Bro, they put
Matt fans would have rather never went back to the finals ever again with Luka just staying on their team for the rest of his career than like
yeah, Luka was loved
anything
in
else.
Dallas, man. I stay in Dallas.
Bro, Luka
Hey,
was
Crunch.
He was
What
like
about Miles Bridges?
you
But
have
I
to say
kind
he's better than
of to
Dirk.
me, like I said, I kind of like it because, like I said, I really think they're gonna be a solid team when Kyrie come back.
Bro,
So,
I think so. I think there'll be a
Because
player.
you were one
but
of
I'm
the first
saying
people
that'll
to say
add
Luka trade.
to. I'm telling you, bro, don't let Kyrie win the championship now because y'all done basically cooked it up.
those combos are gonna get
Yeah,
very
you cooked up
nasty.
you cooked up my whole narrative now. Like
What narrative?
I'm
Would
saying,
you add?
basically, if they
If
win,
Kyrie
yeah.
if Kyrie is the number one option on a championship team, it's going to get very spooky
And I'm
for
saying,
a
hold on,
lot of people.
and I'm saying, and if
But
he
that's the
comes back
thing.
and turns the team around because they said it was a nightmare team right now, and he comes back and turns the team around and wins the championship, man, bro, it's
Oh my
over, bro.
god.
Bro, they
It's
put
over.
two guys that can't stay healthy on the same team. Kyrie and
All
AD,
right.
bro.
Would you trade for Miles
Kyrie,
Bridges?
listen, Kyrie's not nearly as much of a health issue as
Crunch.
AD.
Huh?
Would you trade for Miles Bridges of Charlotte? Whatever,
I feel
Hey,
like we already
trade for
got PJ. I feel like he's just
Nah,
another PJ.
Huh?
Hell no.
nah, he ain't another
Hell
PJ.
no. He could get
Hey,
you
Miles Bridges is hooping right now.
buckets.
He a little bit
Right.
better
He
though.
ain't
He a
no
little bit better.
PJ.
He's better than PJ.
Yeah, he a
He's
little bit
better.
better.
Hey, wait. So Crunch,
PJ,
do you think?
Like Miles is the type
like
of guy
Aaron
like
Gordon.
put the ball in his hand and he'll show you something. You don't even need to
I
like
see.
really
Yeah.
do too much.
How much
And
money
he
is he
could probably
making?
play off Kyrie a bit too, right?
I mean, I don't know who they would trade for him though. You know,
How much does he
Crunch,
make?
so do you
Gafford?
think
Crunch,
that?
how you think about
Gafford?
how
Dallas is
Cooper
good.
Flag's playing?
they need guy, huh?
What do you think about how Cooper Flag's playing?
Cooper Flag been getting better. He getting his legs under him. He getting his experience. I mean, listen, bro.
Yeah,
I
I
didn't
don't
think
see
that
who you would trade
Bro, I
for
don't
either,
care,
just
bro.
because Charlotte ain't gonna want none of them niggas either for real.
he's
bro,
doing
Charlotte
exactly
got
what
a
I thought
nice
he
agree
was
with
young
doing.
that.
core.
I agree with
They
that.
want Miles on their team. There's no like
They're
I
probably going
like
to
their
trade
core a
LaMelo in the
lot.
next few years.
I'll
Melo
get
might
rid
be
of Clay,
gone.
bro. He made too much money.
Melo might be
Yeah,
gone.
that was a bad
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I think he out of
Listen,
there.
yo, Cooper
He ass.
Flag doing exactly what I thought he was gonna be doing.
Me
But
too.
Canepo and Caliburn
I
look
think it's.
good.
Let me just say this. I think it was an overstatement about him playing point guard because the coach that has him playing point guard is the same coach that had Giannis playing point guard in Milwaukee.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
a
And they
good
fired
point.
him.
Look how
That's a
look
good
how that
point.
turned
Outta
out
here.
for Giannis.
That's a good
Yeah,
point.
you
So,
looking.
hey, what
So
y'all
what
think
I'm
about
saying
But
Jason
it
Kidd?
might turn
Hear me
out
out.
better for Cooper.
Hold on,
though.
hear him out. We can hear him out.
Hear me out. So what I'm saying is when you are tasked with being a point guard, there's a lot of shit that's going on that the average person can't see. And what I'm saying is once you're freed of that, but you have the ability now to see different
you're
things from a different perspective, it makes
right.
it that much easier to score.
Hey, no, hey, listen, and the reason you're right. I just had that go on in my personal career for real, bro. You're right. You get removed from that point guard position, you get to see much more shit, and you don't have the responsibilities as before, so you kind of playing a little bit more freely.
Yeah, nah, because I tried to play point guard my senior year in college, and it lasted all about 5 minutes because I like to
shit ain't
score, and I didn't want to have to distribute and do all
Right.
this shit. No, I just want to put the ball in the bucket.
Right.
But
But
it
you-
did give me the ability to see more. You know what I mean? I can see
Yeah.
over the defense and make those passes without having to really think about it and move the ball. So I
Yeah.
think Cooper, he's going to benefit. It may look like a setback right now, but in the future, this is going to be it's a big benefit to him.
Crunch. Whenever you want that 1v1, let me know.
Man, you don't want that work, man.
What y'all think about Jason Kidd? Should he get fired too?
They just said that. Yeah, they thought that they should have fired both of them. Type shit.
Yeah, if you're gonna fire one, fire both.
Yeah,
I don't
Jason
think
But
Kidd
I
he
couldn't
ass.
blame
Kidd
Jason Kidd though.
because
I'm not
Nico
blaming
didn't
Jason Kidd for what's
consult
going
with
on.
J Kidd before he made that
Bro, when
trade. J Kidd
listen,
wasn't involved in
Do
that
y'all
trade.
blame Nico?
bro,
Yes.
I ain't
J
got no
Kidd.
problem
If
with
you look
Nico,
at the
bro. I ain't gonna
interview
lie.
when they traded Luca, that nigga was
Yeah.
he was
He was pissed. He
pissed.
said
I think
nothing.
he was acting
I
though.
said
Yeah, that's true.
absolutely
That's
nothing.
true.
He was not involved in that trade
I'm just kind of
at
pissed they
all.
fired a black guy as a scapegoat, even though it might have been his fault.
It's not a scapegoat. Nico did all this on
He
his
made a
own.
mistake,
Said Nico
man.
did it all on his own.
How you
That
trade
nigga
Luka
made a
Doncic
big
coming off the
Listen,
mistake.
finals?
He did
people,
not
listen.
do it all on his own.
No, I
I
don't know.
love
It's
Luca,
diabolical. It's
but dude,
diabolical.
he was like, how do I explain this? Nobody was, reeling him in. Luca just did whatever the fuck he wanted, bro. The
There you
ankle injuries
go.
were like, they were starting to get really concerning. Especially
Well, I mean, instead of trading him, they could have brought somebody in to whip his ass into shape, honestly. But
They tried. He wouldn't get in
yeah,
shape. He wouldn't. He
Luca didn't
would
give a
not
Luka's
get in
shit.
shape.
mindset at the time with Mavs
Yeah,
was,
I
I'm not
couldn't.
gonna
I
Yeah,
do
can't.
anything.
I
bro.
I'm
can't
not
see
gonna do
him
that
being a
shit.
guy that's
I
gonna
stay in
care.
Dallas, bro. Y'all don't know how good the food is in Dallas, bro.
Crunch.
It's
I
Crunch.
know they banging all of
Dallas,
them.
Crunch.
Houston,
Barbecue,
New Orleans,
Hey,
and
Crunch is
good.
Pittsburgh.
busy right now. He busy.
Yeah, I
I'm
stay
just
in
saying.
Dallas, brother. I know how good the food is there.
Right. All those cities down south,
Y'all see
they'll
how
give
big
their
AD
bag for
got?
dudes
Who's
like
calling me though?
Luca and Zion. Body weight guys,
Oh,
down
he
Yeah.
south
back.
ain't
He
the
back
place to
now.
be.
Whoever was talking to Crunch type shit.
Yeah,
I
I
was trying
stay
to
in
talk, I was
Dallas,
trying to
bro.
talk to Crunch.
Dallas got good food.
I had a
So,
question about
Yes.
Luca.
Bro,
Um, you
what they
know,
always say, everything bigger in Texas. Like,
For
pause.
sure.
Pause.
okay,
Hey,
okay,
he got a
Crunch.
question. Let him ask it. Let him get off. Let him get off.
Okay, Crunch. Last year, people saying, "Oh, Luca's in shape now." Do you think if he stayed with Mavs, Luca would have gotten better shape if he stayed with Mavs?
Fuck no.
Thank you.
No,
It
Yeah, I
but
depends.
mean
watch that, but
It
just against
depends.
the
Unless
Jazz.
unless he
he was
saw the
averaging 30
Hey,
though.
cause sometimes players need those type of changes in their
yeah,
career to
exactly.
help
Exactly.
motivate them and change their aspect of like what they want. It
Exactly.
probably did motivate him a little bit more being traded. Honestly, we all
He
probably
said
can
it did.
agree
He
that
said
it
it in the
motivated
interview.
him.
Well,
Yeah,
then just
listen, bro.
answer
I
bro,
don't
his
think.
question.
Cause
There
his
was
thing was, I don't
$350
think he
million
was.
on the table, the largest contract in NBA history, and he couldn't come to camp in shape.
I'm
That
saying
should
I
tell
don't
you
think he
everything.
on the
Hold on, let Crunch
Mavs
talk.
I don't think he was like holding himself accountable, and it's just he was getting everything he
Yeah, he was too
wants.
comfortable.
Right, right.
Exactly.
bro,
Yeah, so
he got embarrassed in the finals.
And
I
Then,
after
also
that,
think
getting embarrassed, he started to see
I
it. Then
wouldn't say he got embarrassed. I wouldn't say he
but
got
okay, but
embarrassed.
he
I'm
did
saying
defensively.
they
They
got
was
beat in
sticking
five,
on
right?
Luca. Taking
Okay,
his
so
Yeah,
time,
they
let me
lost
just
in
finish.
5 games.
getting blown
I mean
by.
that
Okay, let me
Celtics team was
okay,
really fucking good
hold
though.
on. Let me finish. Okay, so they lose. So they lose in five in the finals, and then then he gets traded mid-season, like an insanely bad trade. Not bad trade, but like it's really disrespectful to
Unexpected.
Luca.
Not
Unexpected.
but
Then
before that, right?
the team that he beats in the Western Conference Finals beats him in five the next year, and he plays bad defensively again.
But that team wasn't ready for the playoffs.
I agree,
And
but
if
I'm
you think
saying
about it,
like,
before the finals, before he got traded, when you go back and watch, there's possessions where he's getting picked on again, having the same mistakes. Go watch that Utah game. They had
Yeah,
that.
Jalen Brown was going around.
But y'all got to think about it too. What people forget is that Boston team has been there before, has
And
been in
Boston
them
team
type
was
of
solid.
fights, them type of runs, them type of deep playoff runs. So it's like,
Boston was due for a chip, bro. They had like,
Yeah, they were due
Yeah,
for
I
it.
agree.
They were knocking on the door too long.
I mean,
Honestly,
Yeah,
I
but
also think that if Luca would have seen that, like, okay, it's literally just we lost only because of my physical conditioning. I think maybe he turns it around, but there's no way you can draw that conclusion from like the
here's the
finals.
thing: if he was going to do that, he should have done it in the offseason.
Yeah.
exactly. That's what I'm saying.
That too, yeah.
Yeah,
Like
he
it
should
was
have.
embarrassing that Luca
Yeah,
came
after
into
losing the
the.
finals, like he should have came in shade. Like,
Thank
He
you,
just
That's
came
bro.
what
in
I'm.
on
Yeah,
bullshit. Like
that's
LeBron
he
facts.
came in like LeBron
LeBron
came
gets
back and
embarrassed
he
in
lost.
2011,
Yeah,
instantly
yeah,
comes back in 2012 and dominates everybody.
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
comes in
yeah, because
shape,
my
new mindset, fresh. Like
yeah, he should have came in shape.
yeah, because
Yeah,
my stepdad who passed away four
like
months ago, he was talking about Mavs, and he said that was a good trade because Luca pretty much was like out of shape and not playing defense,
Luka was drinking
and
beers and
rest
yeah.
in
He
peace,
was
bro.
yeah,
not. He
yeah. I
was not
remember in the
taking it.
hallway when the
yeah,
guy had to take the drink away from him.
Sebi
bro,
said that.
how
I'm
do
gonna
you
take his.
yeah, everybody,
I'm gonna take his word for it, bro. I mean,
like
yeah,
you can't lose in five and then
yeah,
come
that
to
was
the
crazy.
Yeah,
fuck
and
that.
then
I
I
don't
think that
care.
was also going to be the largest contract in history, if I'm not mistaken, up to that point.
I just think. Listen, brother.
Also, what did Lucas said? He's not gonna play like a long time in the NBA too, bro.
Yeah,
If he kept
True,
going the
he
way he
did
was
say
going,
that.
he's gonna tear his
Yeah, he act like
ACL.
Jokic.
That's
I hate
facts.
and
that
then he
shit.
was getting like he was missing a lot of games too. He started missing a lot of games.
Yeah,
Exactly.
the ankle
The
injury.
injury.
I'm telling you,
Wait,
bro. He was
hold on, y'all. I'm gonna let Cash go. Before Cash go though, I want I wanted to tell you, it's just crazy how, because I went to a Mavs game on December the 5th, so I went to one of Luka Doncic's last games on the Mavs. But yeah, because remember he got injured on Christmas. That was his last game.
That's
But yeah, go
crazy.
ahead, Cash.
Hey, when Kyrie come back?
They didn't give a real date, but
think end of the
they
year.
said they
Nobody
aiming for
knows.
like
They don't want to rush him, you know.
They said they aiming for like December, January, I think.
They should have seen how he looked with the team before they made this decision, because we don't know.
I agree.
Facts.
It's premature. It is.
It's premature.
I mean, they're going to settle him back in too. It's not like he's going to come back.
Because I was about to say, like,
Yeah, he coming back like around January, like.
Just from a team standpoint, like I'm looking
Kyrie
at it like
is so
you
good.
got,
He can play multiple ways.
yeah,
So,
like, right. I'm looking at it like if you got Kyrie,
like, he's just too damn good to just.
you
But
basically still
Crunch,
have.
I
Go ahead.
did see a picture of AD. They say he out of shape now.
I'm telling you, man.
That boy fat. That boy.
It's Dallas,
If
man.
that
They probably told him not to
that
walk
picture-
and stuff.
if that's a real thing, I think they're looking at it like, nigga, you traded Luka for this nigga, bro.
Yeah.
You got us fucked up.
You know the
Get outta
saddest part
here.
is too. AD before he like put on weight, like that's he was peaking as a player right before he put on all the weight in LA. He just got slower. He couldn't move as fast, and it slowed down.
Yeah, the Lakers
That's
made him play
Lakers'
center,
fault.
bro.
That's kind of Lakers' fault.
I
because
think
they
that the
made
good
AD
thing,
center.
the good thing about the Mavs is it's not too many. Like Kyrie is damn near just as close as you can get to Luka for as far as skill. So for a guard, for their guard position, they still good. But they just got to see what it's going to look like, though. I think they panicking. I think they just panic and pull the trigger. And they didn't even, because when they played together, the only game we have them seeing, they look like the best team ever.
Oh yeah, when AD
Kyrie and AD.
They
come
look
back,
real good,
it's,
though. I ain't gonna front.
They
They
look
look
the
good.
best team
I'm
I've
a
ever
OKC
seen.
Thunder fan too.
they
The
did
thing
look,
is too, Kyrie was putting up numbers when Luka got traded.
yeah, they did look good though when they played
Yeah, they
against
did put
the
a number
Rockets.
too.
What it is all of the
Before,
role
AD got
players
hurt.
played better without Luka. Like, not to talk trash about Luka, but they just kind of, all the other role players got more involved. Like Najee Marshall, and everybody started getting more involved. We wouldn't even really see how good he is if Luka didn't get traded, really.
Yeah, they was out here beating OKC and all that.
Granted, PJ Washington just becomes an all-star whenever he plays them, but
No, PJ Washington was low key. I kind of seen flashes of him on Charlotte. He would drop 40 sometimes.
his career high was against OKC too. That's the funny part. In Charlotte.
Yeah, he always play OKC good.
That's the team he gets out for.
Well, I'm an OKC fan. I think that Mavs overreacting and trading Nico. Nico, at first, I think what really changed people's opinion is when Cooper Flag got number one pick and got Cooper Flag, and I feel like you should have just see what's going to happen by mid-season.
Oh
I think
yeah,
it's an
once they
overreaction.
got Cooper Flag, that's kind of
But I
like.
think they still gonna be we still gonna see how good they are.
I know Coop was.
He can't get his job back or whatever.
I know Cooper Flag was pissed when he got picked by Dallas, though.
Man, he like, man, I don't want to deal with this.
He did not want to go there, bro.
He already
Yeah,
knew,
exactly.
he already knew everything was
Bro,
going
it's
to
hard
happen.
to replace a franchise player, bro. Like Luka.
Oh, we traded Luka. We got AD.
That's like the Celtics trading Jason Tatum.
I mean,
It's gonna be worth it.
Tell you, I've never seen a superstar go to the finals.
Because if
and
y'all
then
don't know,
get
Crunch was the first
traded
person
like
to predict
that.
the Luka trade. He was one of the first. I heard.
They made
Man.
it like they didn't. It was a risky choice, but they good. They had two guards that was all real players though. So you kind
Yeah,
of
but the owner said he regrets it. Like,
yeah, he regretted. Because
Yeah, the
he
owner,
can't handle
he was
pressure.
talking
He
to that
can't-
fan with the Luka jersey.
I
he
think
said he
should sell
regrets
the
that
team.
shit.
I think he should sell the team because he can't handle. He don't got the mental
Pressure.
toughness to handle this shit.
the owners should, the fan should go right into saying sell the team for the rest of the
You
time.
should
let's go back
never
to Mark
ever let
Cuban.
fans dictate.
Mark
how your
Cuban
team
said, I
goes.
would never have traded Luka.
Yeah, let's go back to
Bro,
Mark
didn't he
Cuban.
say I'd rather divorce than?
He said, I'd rather divorce
he
my
said
wife.
get this from his wife.
But again, that long leash that Luka had, again,
Bro, even Dirk was mad, bro.
Dirk
But
went to
until-
Luka's first game as a Laker.
But to be fair, Luka's defense was absolute garbage and was hurting Mavs. I saw it as
It
an OKC
was.
Thunder fan. It was hurting them. They had every good reason to do it. It's just that it's Luka. He's not a regular player.
He putting
thing
asses.
They could have gotten so much more for Luka. That's the thing. They could have gotten maybe 5 first overall.
Yeah,
first
Rob
round
Pelinka
picks.
finessed them.
Like, bro,
Yeah.
that's the thing. If they shopped Luka, bro, what do you think the Raptors would give you?
And then even with all those injuries and all, they still managed to make the play in. Finish one game away from the playoffs. Like that's what they're not even having Kyrie.
So if Mavs is healthy right now, do you think that they can beat any team in the NBA? Kyrie, Anthony Davis to a player.
I do. Like
I
I
think
said,
so.
I
I think
got
I
as
so
thought they were
OKC
front
Thunder
court
fan, I
gonna
think
be
they
great
sting more than
defensively,
anybody
but
I
it's
else.
got
just
I got the Mavs and
So what y'all going? What y'all think they're
I
gonna
got
do? They
the
gonna blow
hold
it
on,
up or
hold on. I got the Mavs and the Pistons going to the finals.
ah.
Mavs and Pistons?
Yep.
I got OKC
I said the
or
Pistons gonna be
Hot
good
take.
before the season started.
I
I'm
got
seeing,
a
I'm seeing
I
AD
got
trade
OKC or
going.
the Cavs or the Heat.
AD
I
trade.
got OKC in the Cavs.
Who they trade AD for?
I don't know. I'm just seeing him. He already in the trade engine. Like that's fucking crazy. Like
How
damn,
old is AD right now? Like 30 something, right?
He's my
he
age. He's
30
like
now.
35,
I'm
36.
just saying the
I
season
don't think
just
teams want
started.
that, bro.
He not that old, bro.
With the type of money he
He ain't
makes,
35.
that
he's
old
never
yet.
healthy, bro.
He ain't that old
Hell
yet.
no, he not no 35. I'm
No,
37.
he's
He
like
ain't that
32. My
old.
bad. 32, 33.
Yeah,
The weirdest
come on.
thing is, imagine
He
how
ain't that
AD
bad.
feels in this situation though.
Anthony Davis is not a young guard. He was like KG's age when Kevin Garnett got traded from the Timberwolves to the Celtics. He's like 32, 33.
I don't know who coming out the East Crunch. I'm not gonna lie, but I know who coming
Yeah,
out
the
the
East is
West,
wide open.
and that's
Is somebody
OKC.
here?
Nah, I want to Faucet.
The East is wide open, but the West is a bloodbath now.
Yeah,
What think about Spurs?
San Antonio.
I'm
They're
not
they're a
scared.
tough team, but I don't think they're gonna have
Yeah,
no
they might
success
win the first
coming to
round or some
playoff
shit.
time. I don't see them.
Losing the second.
Okay. I think that
The Clippers are
to
3
me
and
Mavs
7
need
right
to help.
now.
Who?
Sheesh.
Clippers.
The what? 3-7?
Yeah, the Clippers are 3 and 7
Hey,
right
bro,
now.
the Phoenix Suns look better without Kevin Durant.
They do.
They're not winning nothing without Kevin Durant though.
But look,
They're
y'all,
not winning anything.
I'm about to low-key wrap this up, yo. Let me wrap it up, y'all.
Pistons
All
are
right.
8 and